Good morning, and look, I have a new little buddy. This one took only 15 minutes to put together because the numbers on this image were not blurry, so they were easier to read. I didn't even need to blow it up, but for kids' sake or those with not quite as sharp eyes, you could definitely would do that. But how cool is this? I know these are probably not 100% anatomically correct, but they're tiny little pin bone pieces. It's just, for those of you who think you can't do it, you can. I've got giant hands, see that? And I put them together. So cute. So I'm going to do the other two and probably post a picture on Facebook and maybe Instagram. I might do a blog post too because these were a lot of fun to do and I think it's going to be great entertainment for kids. So starting off my day, I have my to-do list. I have some stuff already checked off. It's a little quiet today because Paulie's back to work, which is fabulous. I'm so excited. He busted into his brand new uniforms and it's nice and cool. It's only 60 degrees instead of yesterday I think it was 84. So temperatures have been fluctuating back and forth, and I know yesterday was National Coffee Day, and I did not have coffee because I had juice for breakfast, so I might have coffee this morning, although I'm still craving juice. We'll see. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. I kind of have to pay attention to what my body's telling me because I always feel better when I heed its, hints. When I pay attention to the hints. And I don't mean like, oh, I need potato chips, which I don't think I've ever craved. But if I'm in the mood for like watermelon or a dark green like kale or spinach, I always know that it's typically because I'm deficient in something and my body's trying to tell me. I have to be careful with dark greens though because they're not really good for kidneys, so I eat those in moderation now. Even though I love kale chips, I have to kind of stretch it out instead of, having it over the course of a couple of days. So my to-do list is all written out. Sometimes writing it down helps you to purge it so you don't have to keep rerunning it in your head, which is always very helpful. And I'm not sure we're having... Oh, I think we're going to have leftovers for dinner, so I don't have to worry about that. And I have a couple of phone calls to make. I have to follow up on an invoice we received, which was an unusual one for one of procedure that was done while Paulie was at the hospital most recently. So I have a couple of administrative things to take care of. Otherwise, it's quiet, so I might do some laundry, wash some blankets from the living room, because those can always use a refresher between the dogs and us, So that's what's on the slate for today, and hopefully I get some of that stuff accomplished. I'm actually going to write that all down on my to-do list, so as I get things done, I check them off. It makes me feel good, and I know that I've cheated at times, and I've already put stuff, and have added stuff to the list that I have already done, but if I already did them in that day, that still counts. It's just slightly out of order, but it's okay. So, and then I did promise you an announcement, so maybe later. I need one more confirmation, and then maybe I can make the announcement later in this video. I just repotted my aloe. I'm going to bring it in the house. And these things are pretty much done, so I'm just going to pull them out and put the containers away. See, something dug and ate the rest of the lettuces. It's okay. Save my little piggy for next year, and the seedling tray. I'm still use some of that basil, but the aloe's gonna come in the house. And it's gonna rain any second now. I love seeing bumblebees in the garden. Look at all the seeds I have here now. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to grab them before it rains, so it'll have to be tomorrow, once it's sunny again. So suddenly there's flowering marigolds in the garden. Because they got some sun. So I'm going to leave them as is. And see, bugs and squirrels have been eating the tomatoes. We still have a few cucumbers left. And my giant kohlrabi's growing. I'm just kidding, it's tiny. I decided on coffee. And the last croissant from Colette's Bakery that we had in the house. Probably about 3, ate one on the way home, had one yesterday, and saved me one. So I'm going to have that with some Nutella. For those of you who think Nutella is really bad for you, it really isn't. It's, serving size is 2 tablespoons. I rarely have that. And, let's see, sodium, 15 milligrams, 12 grams of fat. It's made with skim milk and cocoa powder and hazelnuts. It's really, this was my version of peanut butter when I grew up in Europe, because we had Nutella there. So I'm going to have that with my lovely croissant, which I'm going to learn how to make, and hazelnut coffee. Seems to all go together, doesn't it? So I decided I'm going to have juice as a snack later this afternoon, because I have to go down to the basement and get more bananas from the second freezer. And let's see, done the dishes. It looks like it's going to start to rain. I repotted that little aloe, but I'm afraid to bring it in the house quite yet, because Samantha likes to eat green things that she can access. So I'm going to have to figure out a way where to put it where she can't get her little grubby paws on it. Maybe on the bookcase, because she can't climb up there. But that means I'll have to make room for it specifically. So a couple of things to do this afternoon. I have a meeting shortly, and then I have a report to run at noon. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee while it's hot with my luscious croissant. Yoli, you didn't post pictures of the croissant your daughter made. I'd love to see them, because I'm kind of obsessed with them, to be honest. They're flaky and good, and so much better than an English muffin. Although English muffin has its place, this is my preference, personal preference. I don't want any English muffin haters. Although, it's not silly. Everybody has something they prefer and something they dislike. So today, for me, it's a croissant. Here's a sneaky peeky. I ran over to Dollar Tree, and look what they have out. The little bristle trees, and they came in white with iridescent glitter and flocked. And then there's one chunky glitter too. Oh, well, sneak. Oh, and I picked up that stuff for Eli, and we were out of horseradish sauce, which I did remember to get. So I'm going to run over to Veggie World to get some celery and come home and make chili. I found some ground beef that needed to be used up, so I'm going to make chili tonight. Just did a Dollar Tree haul. Ha 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 ha. Put that away. And let me show you what I have in that box. Only a girl like me. Well, I'm sure others could appreciate. Got super excited. I haggled with the merchant for the price of bananas, and I'll show you why. So I stopped at Veggie World, the formerly known as Inner Produce, and I needed some celery. Such a sad little stalk of celery, but I needed it because I'm making chili tonight. And I also picked up some roast beef and white American cheese, as well as my favorite low salt roasted seaweed. I love these as snacks. Need a jalapeno for the chili, and 2 bags, whoa, avalanche, 2 bags of gorgeous grapes, which I'm going to break down and put in a container in the fridge, and all of these bananas. I know you're probably looking and going, why would you buy bad bananas? They're not bad. They're perfectly ripe for what I need them for, and I wasn't willing to pay the full price that they wanted for them, so I said, can you do any better for these bananas, which I know you're going to throw away? I'm like, a guy just tried to convince me that some people like them this way. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm one of those some people, because I'm going to break them down and put them in the freezer for my drinks. But they're not for eating now. As a matter of fact, they didn't really have any that were good for eating now. They had green, and then they had this. So I bartered with him down 20 cents a pound. So I got 11 pounds of bananas. So I'm going to break them down, put them in freezer bags, and bring them downstairs to the basement freezer. So yeah, and then as soon as I do that, I think I will start chili. Maybe I should start the chili first, and while it's cooking, I'll break down the bananas. Let me call Paulie and find out what time he's on his way home, so I can at least find out if he wants to have chili tonight, or if I could just started tonight and then finish it off tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about it. I can eat something else. I'm not worried about dinner. I might have some grapes because, oh my gosh, those are so delicious. We ate 2 bags of them over the course of the weekend, or like 3 days. So when I saw that they were 99 cents a pound today, I bought 2 bags. I think there's 1 bag left at the store. So let me call Paulie and find out what his ETA is and whether I should make chili tonight or make it tomorrow during the day. Broke down all the bananas, 3 big bags. They're gonna go in the basement. I think should probably keep one of them up here because I don't have any bananas up here. And I decided I'm gonna make the chili tomorrow because Paulie just wants maybe fruit, grapes for dinner. I'm gonna check and see if maybe the pineapple's ready to be cut up. That way I will, excuse me, did I just burp? Excuse me. Moses helped me with the bananas, and now I'm gonna take the peels in the box outside because I don't need little fruit flies. Yuck, yuck. So yeah, let me show you how much. This is 1 bag of grapes, and I have a box. Look at a huge container already broken down. So that's gonna go in the fridge. And I think I'm just gonna snack on these, and then Paulie will have some when he gets home. So yeah, we're gonna be graping it tonight.